Hi guys, I really wanted to do this tutorial because I just made a small tool that can let us to load a Retrosheet files or a lot of Retrosheet files into a MySql database. When we were studying the path into sabermetrics, we used to have so many problems and issues. Then I thought that this small tool can help you in your first steps in how to load database. Well, you can later use that database to make some queries and other stuff. As you can realize, well, the first is that I am a Retrosheet fan, and I will teach you how to use this tool using Microsoft Edge. Well, you can ask, well, a guy using this kind of browser could have the credibility as to teach you something. I don't know, but well, we're going to find it out. I'm sharing a link that you can see it, that you're going to use that link as to access this tool. This tool is inside my Dropbox. You can download it whatever you want to do it, okay? Okay, this is the path. This is the zip file or the tool that we're going to use. The name is data load. We're going to download the file just clicking this button. We're going to download it. Okay, save it. Well, as you can see, I'm not an English native speaking person, but well, I will try to do my best. Okay, it's downloaded. We're going to check it. This is the file dataload.zip. We're going to open that folder and we're going to find out the zip, okay, or the folder dataload. Dataload is a very small tool that I made just with some scripting, but it's really powerful. I really thought that the OS were going to drive me crazy, but it's much better than I think before. Okay, this is the folder and subfolders that we are going to find and that we are going to use. Okay. You can place that folder or you can zip the tool whatever you want. Okay, we're going to use the root folder C for our purpose. Okay, I'm going to open another Windows Explorer. We're going to see, and I will unzip this file. We're going to put here data load. Okay, well, now that we've got data load into our PC, okay, we can check its requirements. Okay, you're going to find a file called config. Okay, this file is the one that you're going to use as to set all the things that are needed in order to run our tool. Okay, we're going to check it. Okay, this config file is going to tell you what are we going to need in order to use this tool. Okay, first that we have here is you must to have installed the 7-zip tool and a specific 7-zip tool. I added this zip tool inside our tool in order that you can easily install this application. Okay, where are you going to find this application or this zip tool? Inside our data load, you're going to go to download and you're going to install this zip. Why? Okay, but why we need or we must to use this specific zip tool? Retrosheet recommends to use pecan zip, but pecan zip is a 32 bits tool, and mostly we're using all our desktops, laptops, and others Windows 64 bits. Well, to that reason I had to add this zip tool, and is the one that I'm going to use in order to unzip our files or the even files that we're going to use. Okay, I already have installed the zip tool. I'm not going to install in this moment. Then okay, we already installed the zip tool, and I'm going to check the next requirement, that is we must have the one or MySql database installed and running, of course. Okay, as I said before, the database should be up and running. The database root password, okay, we should have MySql installed as default. You are not going to set root password or anything else. You should leave the root password empty or as it comes by default. Okay, later you should put the files or the even files that you already downloaded from Retrosheet inside a specific folder that we are going to check. Okay, how do I download this file? In case that you know Retrosheet, you can go to Retrosheet using retrosheet.org, retrosheet.org. There you're going to find a menu where you can click data downloads, and you can check play-by-play files. Inside these play files, you're going to find out all the event files this organization compiled from 1921. Okay, I already download some of them that we're going to use. Okay, but it's easily to download it. You just have to click any of this file and or these links, and you're going to download a file. Here in my desktop I have some of these files. I download a file from 2016, from 2017, and from 1925. These files I'm going to move them to a specific folder. Okay, we are going to check it again. You should put the files you wish to process inside data raw files. Where is data raw files? Okay, data raw files is empty. I am copying these files here inside. Okay, is it done? The next step, okay, well, you have to access DOS command line. We've got to do some settings. Which ones? The first, years to process. We already download 3 event files. We moved these files to our folder. Then what these settings or this set asks is that if you want to process just 1 year, one specific year, or if you want to process all the years or all the files that you previously downloaded. Okay, in this case, I'm telling to the tool that I want to process all the files. Okay, this asterisk represents all the files, and or if you want to just process 1 year, you can fill this set telling which year you want to process. Of course, if you want to process 2017, you have to have that file inside raw files. Okay, we're going to use, or we are going to set that we want to process all the files that we just put into raw files. Second, this tool can't to automatically find where is your zip tool installed. Then you really need to put it or to fill it manually. In this case, I have 7-zip tool installed in this path. Okay, but you really have to make some effort and try to find out where is that path. Okay, how could you do that? Well, an example of how to know where is installed, you can find, but well, you can ask yourself, well, how could I know where is my 7-zip tool installed? Well, you can do something like this. Okay, try to look for the 7-zip shortcut. Okay, this one, and then you are going to open the folder where is this shortcut, and later you're going to check its properties. Well, this is the path. Okay, all this path you're going to copy and paste without the name of the executable. Alright, you just need the path where it is, the .x file. Alright, is this without the slash? You can see it. Alright, well, we're going to paste this in this setting. Same, you're going to do the same for MySql. You need to know where is your MySql folder. You really need is the binary path is the one that you need to set. Okay, in this case, the one using WAMP, this is the folder that I'm going to use in order to have set this variable. In this case, you are going to leave the slash at the end. Okay, you can see. This is the path. But for the zip folder, you are not going to leave the slash at the end. Okay. After this, you have completed the settings required in order to use our tool, and it's really easy to use it. Okay. After this, you just have to run it. As you remember, you put the data load folder in the root folder. Okay, then we're going to go to CMD. We're going to use DOS, and we're going to go to the path where we installed or we unzipped our tool. Okay. You can see it here, data load. We're going to go inside data load. This is our folder. We already set config.cmd, and well, we can just run our tool using run parser. Run parser is, and what is going to do run parser? Run parser is going to take your event files, it will uncompress these files, it will transform them, later this tool is going to load all these events inside your database. Okay, before I run it, I really wanted to show you what are we going to have at the end. Okay, as you can see, we have MySql workbench that is what is showing to us an schema which name is Retrosheet. This one is the one that is going to be created using our run parser. After it is created, it will create some tables, and it will load all our events. Okay, we are going to have an event table inside our Retrosheet schema, where we're going to find all the events previously loaded. Okay, as these ones. But what I'm going to do is first to drop this schema. This step can be done with our tool, but well, I'm going to do it by myself. Okay, it's empty. Well, now I'm able to run parser. We're going to check all the steps do it by this tool. Uncompressing files here, processing, process is where the tool is taking all the files and going to and is making a new file which is easily to read by the database. After it, the tool is going to load inside our database all these events. Okay, this can take several minutes, taking into account if we have